I'm that Cyclops guy. I'm pretty sure you can figure out why they call me that. Or not. You can find me on all of the socials, including Twitch, Kick, TikTok, Instagram, X, Facebook, and YouTube with that_Cyclops_guy. I'm a variety streamer. I play a ton of different games, everything from Tetris to Grand Theft Auto and everything in between.
Let's do this. Hey everyone, Koimiya X here, dad by day, gamer by night, sometimes streamer, aka old man. I give the hot takes here at Garbage In, Garbage Out that nobody has asked for. I am a variety streamer that has been streaming for 13 years now. I've been on every big platform and several small ones that don't exist anymore. If you want the most recent up-to-date information about me, just follow me on Twitter at Koimiya X. I like to collect autographed Funko Pops, football jerseys, and comics.
What's up, losers? Neo-Death here, and welcome to my graveyard. I'm the third host of Garbage In, Garbage Out. I stream on Twitch and then repost daily on YouTube, so go check those out. Fun little fact about me is I also love Lego. We've been having a blast doing this, communicating with fans, and also talking about gaming and entertainment news from the week.
And we would like to welcome you to
Garbage In, Garbage Out.
Welcome, Internet!
Oh, you brought that up again. That is so awesome.
This is how I do things now. I've been using it on my page. I don't stay in it the whole time, but I usually start the shows with it.
Yeah, I've been noticing ever since you started doing that. I'm just like, really? You know what? Now it's Jack Skellington kind of thing going on here.
Kind of, yeah.
So, kind of, sort of, maybe.
Something different.
No,
Trying to stay on brand.
Oh yeah, I just noticed something in our intro. In the intro, the lightning isn't moving in the background for you. When we re-record our intro, you're gonna have it moving in the back.
Yeah, that and then I look really dulled out because I don't think I had the lighting right. I don't think I had my lights, the good lights. There's a lot of things.
It's weird when I have these same lights going on for OBS. It seems like it's perfect. When I'm doing it on this thing here, you see like there's a little shadow kind of moving there, and I'm like, wait, why is it so different? So I think I'm going to start running this through OBS.
Yeah, it seems like what we run through seems to make things a little faded, and yeah, because I noticed that on the intro, I don't look as decent.
Yeah. And you're wearing the green with the shirt at that point, so we can actually see kind of through you during that.
That's because I'm not real. Hello.
It's the Grim Reaper.
Right.
No, so how's it going, everybody? You may notice here, apparently we
a hand?
have a person.
A phantom hand?
Hi. What's up? She wants to know, that's you know who that is.
I know.
She's never seen you with the mask off.
The mask on.
Nope, the mask off. That's when he takes off his mask.
Oh.
Right. This is what I look like normally, and then I wear the human mask all the time to blend in with you humans.
So what's going on, everybody? You may notice two things. We are doing the show Friday night, which we kind of decided to do at the last minute because it turns out I've got an appointment tomorrow that I had completely forgotten about because, tax time, the government needs their money, like they need many more money.
Apparently they need... you're getting a refund. That's what you hope for.
Yeah. Unless last year it was actually my my wife's old student loans took most of it.
Oh.
We got the state one back, but we didn't get federal.
Ouch.
So I'm hoping we at least get a state return this year. We'll see. You know what though? When I actually got audited by the IRS once, and they went back 6 years, and then it was so damn difficult with it because they were like, okay, yep, you owe from this year, all these years that I had done it myself, and apparently I'd missed something. So they were like, okay, so yep, you're totally good. And then I would get a thing in the mail going like, yeah, you don't owe us anything anymore. And then I'd get a thing in the mail saying, guess what? You still owe us like 3,000. I'm like, what? You just told me I didn't,
Right.
They're like, oh yeah, well, that's how we closed out 2021. Now we need to do 2022. And it's like, why don't you just give me one big fucking number that I owe and I'll start paying it all down at once,
Right. Or how about you just go fuck yourself and leave the little guy alone?
Yeah, I work for my money, and apparently you work for my money too.
Exactly.
So, but now all of that got taken care of. That was taken care of years ago, and now we get refunds usually, but we'll see what happens this year.
Yeah.
Yep, and then the other thing that you may not notice here, so like I said, I've got an appointment tomorrow, and I think, weren't you working tomorrow?
Yes, I've got to work tomorrow. Boo.
Boo, boo work. Work sucks, boo. You know what else would work for that?
Boo this man!
I like the other one.
But yeah, we also I can't remember if Koimiya wasn't going to be able to make it tomorrow, so we decided to do this today. And then Koimiya was the one that actually asked us to do this, and then he doesn't show up.
I've got a migraine.
Migraines. Honestly, no. To be honest, I have had migraines before. They suck total ass, and we hope you get better. But dude, don't tell us to come on Saturday or on Friday and then not show up.
I kind of liked it last Friday when we did the, recording of that other one, because then it left, the weekend open. I was able to, go play some Magic with a friend and then just let this go. So I was kind of debating, like, hey, what do you think about doing it on Friday nights, more permanent or whatever? But
yeah. And my wife liked that I was doing that. She was like, then we were able to actually spend our Saturday together and go out and do stuff.
Right. You're not on a time crunch to get back and do the show.
Mm-hmm. Don't get us wrong. We love doing the show, but it does wear on the family a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's time consuming. And yeah, when we do it, it's kind of like in the middle of the day. So you can't like go plan anything.
Mm-hmm. Well, unless you're just canceling your appearance on the show, and then it's just, sorry, I'm out.
Right.
So, but yeah, there have been quite a few stories here throughout the week. I know we were talking about some of them beforehand here. I'm not sure why my volume just did that. It just acted really weird. Because reasons, Apparently, we can't have nice things.
Glad you don't care about family, babe. All about the content. Right? Crickets.
Oh, and I was like, wait, who are you talking to? What? Oh, there. I did not see. Oh, good. Yeah, you don't care about the family? Cricket. Yeah. No, I do care about the family, and I think he does too.
Yes, he does. That's my answer, and I'm sticking to it.
That is what we're told to say. That's what I did say. No, I've actually done that. Like, I'm told to tell you that I do care about this. So
Cyclops does. I was saying Neo doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Yes, he does. Kind of, sort of, maybe next Thursday. Are you blocking?
No.
No. But we did have quite a few stories that popped up throughout the week here. It doesn't. Yes, he does. So one of the biggest stories that I saw this week here was actually a new research proves that what we already knew, women are underserved by the gaming industry. Now, let's say it is getting better. There's more female protagonists, there's more female developers, there's more, there's a lot of places that are working with getting women into the gaming industry. They're still very much underrepresented. It is still very much a boys' club, and I really like that that is becoming more friendly for more people because we're getting more stories from more perspectives. But we do have a lot more that we can do.
Right.
I don't know really how to do much more. I know IGN, I know a lot of them are working with a lot of these places that are trying to get women to be more represented in the gaming industry. And I would actually like to extend the invite. I know they've watched our show before. Keisha Howard and Jennifer Tong from Sugar Gamers, if you guys would like to come on and discuss things like this, they actually do run they run Sugar Gamers, which is actually all about getting people and underrepresented communities into gaming. We'd love to get you on here and talk about this. And yeah, this is research shows that female gamers' needs aren't being met by the industry. Video game companies are overlooking potential female players, according to a new research by Ampere Analysis. I'm not sure if I said that right. A London-based data and analytics, excuse me, an analytics firm focused on gaming, media, and sports. Sorry, that was this. According to Ampere's latest study, women make up 48% of the current gaming market, and roughly 92 million players are 922 million players are female. So when you look at this number here, 48%, that means it's almost half. Men still have the majority of it, but we're almost half.
Right.
So I don't know. What are really some ways that you think of that we could represent the females more? I mean, we brought on people in our side, like Board Queen. She's got a standing invite to come here, and she could even be a fourth host if she'd like to be. I mean, we're kind of doing our part. But.
Right, but I don't know. There's any kind of that thing is harder for women, I feel. Like to be in the... they're going to be more of a minority than, the men dominate the things. It's even like that in Magic. There's women that play, but it's mostly a men thing. I'm butchering this. I can't think of how to best describe it.
Just to tell the audience, it's Friday night, and we worked all week.
It's Friday. Oh,
and our brains are fried.
Yeah. I don't know how else you can draw them in. I mean, we have female protagonists, like you said. That's not gonna just like make women go, "Oh, I want to play video games now because there's a woman." There has to be a decent story behind it. So, yeah, that's a tough one. I don't know how you bring in more.
So, anybody who's watching, if you could find a way to bring in more female gamers, or not even to bring in more female gamers, but just to represent them better, what would you say would be a good way to do that? Let's open that up to the audience. I would say, one, have more gaming by women for women, so to speak.
Okay.
Because the big thing is when you go into a lot of these studios, a lot of them don't get me wrong, this is a business and they're all in the business of making money. But when you get a studio and they say it's a studio made by, or that's, founded by women, the developers are women and the games are made for women, you might get more females in there, but it's probably going to have to be lower budget because it's such a niche market. If I'm trying not to butcher this. I'm trying not to, by women for women, as people have said. So I don't know. That's the only way that I can think of. Again, this is why we need the people from Sugar Gamers to come join us on the show. And they need to make that website a little easier to reach out to them, because I tried clicking and it brought me to like every fucking link except for how to contact them.
Oh. Okay.
I have tried, and luckily I've met Keisha a couple times, and I've met Jennifer once, and I know how to get a hold of them through social media. But again, that's not always the bit, because everybody's pummeling them through social media.
Oh,
so
I'm
it's
sure.
Like, I can email them, but so can like 90,000 other people.
Right.
My message is probably way down. So, but moving along on this one, let me actually pull that back up on my side here. Empire researched that women largely prefer narrative-driven single-player games over multiplayer games. But perhaps the most interesting bit of of info to come out of this firm's latest study is the revelation that the lack of time or money isn't what's keeping women out of gaming. Instead, women are more likely to cite difficulty finding games that suit their needs and off-putting player communities' behavior as the main source. They don't spend more time and money on gaming. To that, I say no shit, and to that,
Right.
I also say no shit. And let me just put this out there: any females who want to game with us on any game, while we do get competitive, we're not going to sit there and like, oh yeah, so we're not going to sexualize you, so to speak.
Right.
We're not going to harass you just because you're a woman. We're going to harass you because you're one of the people here that we're just hanging out with, and that's just we joke around with each other.
Right.
How many times have I sniped a friend and just been like, yeah, take it, bitch. But I did that actually to my brother.
Oh, nice.
So, speaking of online gaming, okay, speaking of women, what's up?
Is that okay for seasoning tonight?
So check this out. She just came in, interrupted my live show to ask me if she could put Omaha steak seasoning
On the dish I'm making tonight.
on some gnocchi.
Okay.
And to that I say yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just something new.
So, Omaha steak. We actually just bought some. If you ever see them online, they had like an amazing special going on, and we got like a shit ton of burgers and chicken and steaks and hot dogs and all that for less than $100.
Nice.
Yeah, and they shipped it right to our door, and been enjoying it ever since. Omaha Steaks, if you want to, fork over some kind of sponsorships.
Love how these always turn into infomercials.
Omaha Steaks, eat it, bitch. That's their slogan now.
Somehow, I don't think they'll like that slogan.
Eat it or you're a bitch. There you go, then.
You're not getting much better here.
This is what happens when we don't have Koimiya to like wrangle us in.
Right.
We do have your wife there. Is she gonna wrangle us in?
Okay. I think she left us.
Oh, did she leave us or
Us.
yeah, I know. But yeah, that's another big problem in the gaming industry. Is just I've seen this happen all the time. Where it's like the minute a woman says, "Hi guys, can I play?" and it's like, "Shut the fuck up! Get that squeaker out of here!" It's like it's not a squeaker. It's literally a 24-year-old woman.
Right.
She just wants to play like you.
Right. I think that's kind of why they've tried to do more of like the co-op ones.
Mm.
Where, you can both be playing and then, gives you both something to do in the game and to draw more in. And so like, you can couple game and have something to play instead of just, Call of Duty where, that's not always fun.
I like Call of Duty, and I'll just say this: I like it, but it's not my favorite. It's just because for me, I know you could say this about every damn video game that's ever come out, but for me, it just gets too repetitive. It's like run and shoot, run over there, shoot that guy, and
Right.
it's for me, it's like I remember Hideo Kojima said, if you want to make a popular video game, all I have to do is put a bunch of guys on a beach and let them run around with a gun and shoot each other. And that's literally all it takes to make a video game now. He's like, I'm not interested in making a game like that. I want to make good games. And I know that was him taking a shot at Fortnite and all those kinds of things. Me, I am more personally interested in the story, the narrative, character driven. Give me a really rich story like God of War, Gears of War. Something that I can really, I can actually care. Yeah. But something I can really, Uncharted, The Last of Us, even to a point you could say like Ratchet and Clank or Sunset Overdrive or Spider-Man. Give me something that I can really get myself emotionally invested in.
Right.
I mean, did you play Spider-Man 2018?
2018?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember what happened to Aunt May? I mean, weren't you pretty much like emotionally invested and ready to just start sobbing at that point?
Yeah.
So give me something to be emotionally invested in, Give me something that I'm going to want to care about the characters and I'm going to think about the story later. I still think about the 2018 Spider-Man and it's almost 2027 now, or it's just 2026 now.
Whoa.
I know.
We just started this year.
Well, technically, we're 3 months into
this year.
I wanted to speed through 2020. That was...
Yes.
I think we all wanted to. But yeah, speaking of God of War and with what's going on with women here, I don't know if you noticed this, but apparently those mini sex games in the original God of War trilogy were designed by women.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so Alana Pierce, she actually used to work for Sony Santa Monica Studios, and she worked on the original God of War games. Now, I know David Jaffe has said it was his idea to put those mini games in there, but she says that it was women that designed the actual, not the level, not the entire level, but they were the ones that designed the sex games. And I'm like, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not as misogynistic, and she's actually pro putting the new sex games in the the mini sex games back in the God of War trilogy remake. A lot of people are wondering if they're going to have the nudity, because remember how much nudity was in the original games?
Honestly, no. I haven't played those for so long.
Yeah, a lot of the female enemies were topless. Like the Medusa was literally, swinging around with her tits out.
Right.
Almost every female character had their tits out, and even if they were like human characters, they had their tits out. That's the only way I can think of to say it.
Okay, let's comment down on that word there so I don't get banned on TikTok again.
I'm sorry.
But yes.
They had their memory milkers out. How do you want me to say this? I don't know.
Not like that. That's even worse, I think.
Sometimes using the scientific words or the real words is even worse than the curse words.
Breasticles.
Breasticles. I didn't realize you were on TikTok right now. I'm sorry. Hi, TikTok.
Yeah, I go out to all the things now.
But yeah, she was saying that they need to put those back in. I am very much a fan of putting those back in. Giggity.
Yeah, I would hope they wouldn't compromise and take those out, because those were initial parts of the game. But
yeah,
it's a hard climate we're in now with that kind of stuff. Would they like try and cancel it or whatever?
I honestly don't think so. I mean, because if you think about it, Kratos was walking around with his shirt off too, and that's really, if you look at Greek mythology, there's a lot of nudity and a lot of SE stuff.
Right.
I'm trying to do this for TikTok. There's a lot of hugging. We'll just say full body hugging.
Mm.
And the unauthorized use of another person's body. There's a lot of that. So that just makes me think that, if you want to go, I know that these games more take inspiration from Greek and Norse mythology. They're not full on Greek and Norse mythology, but at the same time, that does pay tribute to the characters and to the lore that they're pulling from.
Right.
So let us know in the comments what you think. If you would like to see those mini games, again, we're on TikTok, so we can't say it, but those mini games showing up back in the God of War remake trilogy. Alana Pierce, I respect Alana Pierce. I've always liked her. I think she says here, it's literally designed to be evocative of a. Can I say that on TikTok?
No.
Of a BJJ. I don't know if I can get away with that. Hopefully, let's just.
That should be able, but yeah. Just watch your P's and Q's.
Ooh. And a woman. And women were the ones who did that. Pierce then highlights the work of Ariel Lawrence in the video, who was said to be very proud of the scene. One thing I want to mention here is that, okay, so if you played the original 2, yeah, he gets down and dirty with just kind of random women. In God of War 3, which is actually this scene here, that is Aphrodite. And what makes that different, at least for me, they said they made this clear in the games. Kratos is the B-word son of Zeus. He was an illegitimate offspring of Zeus. And a mortal woman. And Aphrodite is also the daughter of Zeus, and I think it's Euryale or whoever Zeus's wife was, meaning these two are half brother and sister.
Yikes.
Just throwing that out there. It was never brought up.
I mean, all of the gods got down with each other and with animals that. We could go on and on about that, but
yeah,
let's not.
Let's not, because TikTok will get mad.
Yeah.
So anyway, any final thoughts on that before we keep moving on?
I just hope that they keep it in and keep the essence of the original games in there. And not try and, kind of like what Final Fantasy VII's doing right now. They've kind of gone off and done their own thing. It's not really a remake because you're adding in shit that wasn't there before, just to pull in more numbers, I guess. I don't know.
From what I've heard, and this is just all hearsay at this point because they're very early in development on this. But from what I've heard, they're going to make it where a lot of the stuff that was dropped out of the original God of War for, cut for pacing or for time or for money, all that kind of stuff, a lot of that is going to be put back in here. And I'm like, so then is it really a remake or is it more of a director's cut? even though the original director is not with the studio anymore, and I don't think he benefits from this at all. I don't know how the rights work on that, but because I think they made it for Sony, so Sony, because he doesn't work for Sony anymore, I don't think he gets a cut.
Probably not.
But
well, if he's the creative person that like came up with the IP and everything and pitched him on it, he might still have creative rights that he will get paid on.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, from what I understand, there's like levels and designs and stuff. One, like they're going to take what the
what they
should
do, I would think, is like you have two different games there. So you could play it as the original version, or you could add in the other stuff. Give us that option. Don't just automatically put that stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I think they should do it. And yeah, that still kind of turns it into a director's cut. But
yeah. Yeah, and it just makes me wonder, because like, remember how good they did with Silent Hill 2 remake? I mean, they added in quite a lot, and the stuff that they added in really enhanced what they already had. You know, a few little...
I think you're the only one that's played that one.
Oh, out of the three of us?
Yeah.
Dude, you guys gotta play that.
You didn't play it, Fred?
Fred, why didn't you play it?
Yeah. Well, you said three of us. I'm like,
Well, you know, the one that we normally have on the show here.
The one that shall not be named.
Yeah, seriously, he said, hey, let's do it Friday, and then he doesn't show up for the Friday show. Now, you know, like, we're going to talk to him next week, and he's going to be like, fuck both of you. You know, oh, show us. You got the new Beam mug there.
Yes, I did purchase the new Beam mug. Oop. If I could show it right. Very
Angel,
cool.
and Angel actually is in my chat here on Beam. I just looked over.
Perfect. When are you going to get the black mug? I mean, white's cool, but I want a black one. And I think on the picture that you guys showed on Twitter, it was black. So I was like, oh, yeah.
Mm. Yeah, so... I mean, I am going to get the mug too. I've got the, I'm not wearing it right now, but I've got the long sleeve Beam shirt. Mm. So I've got to get a short sleeve one so I can wear that in the summertime.
Yeah. Unless you want to roast.
Yeah. I mean, that's a warm shirt. I don't know. That the long sleeve is like, even just sitting here, like sometimes even with the window open, I'm sitting there sweating in it. And I'm like, oh, this actually keeps me warm when I'm outside. And it's fall time, but I'm like, summertime. No. You should get like those tank tops, like those men's tank tops.
Ooh.
I like the ones with like the open part underneath the arm.
Yeah, there's a word for those, but I can't say that word either.
Oh, wife. We're not going to say it. I don't like saying that word because... Let's just say there's memories there. It wasn't me. It was a young dude who gave birth, you know, but not the dude who gave birth, but you know what I mean.
Quit streaming the TikTok. Why? I'm actually getting some views on there finally.
TikTok is awesome, you know. The thing is, now that part of that is owned by an American company, I'm really hoping they ease up on some of that censorship, like that the Chinese put on there.
Mm-hmm.
And come on,
I hope so.
I know I made a joke to somebody going like, "Hey, you know what we should do? We should make like a TikTok for adults." And they're like, "Oh, you mean we'll just say Prawn Hub?" And I'm like, "No, like an actual where it doesn't matter if we say these words or not, and they don't like get mad, you know."
So you can say what you want. I mean, we still say what we want, like swearing wise, but there's some things we've found that, I'll just put it up on screen. How's that? Not say it.
Should we use the 7 words that you can't say on television?
No. I don't want my TikTok being banned.
I'll say them for you.
Well, go on my TikTok and say them then.
I think she should run up behind the camera and just shout them into the void.
I will immediately mute the mic. Anyways,
Elizabeth, I think you should do it.
quit skirting around. We got a show to run here.
When has this show ever
Stay
been-
on target.
I can't.
That's another one we should have. Stay on target.
Well, we did have the segue thing, but that's going from thing to thing.
Right.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of going from thing to thing, I should pull the next story up here.
That's always a good thing.
Even though I know you're not an Xbox fan, I am a big. Oh, really? So you
What?
put your own pic. I just noticed that you put your own face up there, like took me down or whatever.
What? Oh, you didn't realize I took you off screen?
Yeah, I didn't until just now, and I looked at the screen over here, which has got a couple second delay.
Yeah. All right. Phil Spencer.
Yeah. What up, Phil?
I know we've been doing quite a few articles on him.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was the Xbox boss for a long time, you know, decade plus tenure. There was, and this is right here. I mean, there was rarely a dull moment with him, and he was honestly, I say he was a stand-up guy. He was a gamer first and a businessman second. Yeah, just a few weeks shy of his 12th anniversary of Phil Spencer being named head of Xbox. The Microsoft lifter, however you say that, is that lifer? I thought it said lifter. Who has been with Xbox since the very beginning, has retired after 38 years with the company. I think he was actually still staying on, but Sadawa was actually taking over that spot while he was helping her transition. So he did make it to his 12th anniversary.
Okay. 12th anniversary as the head.
Yeah, so I think maybe I'm...
But 38 years with a company, that's a long fucking time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, here I am like, oh, I've been with my company for 10 years. It's like, God. And, well, he actually likes his job, you know?
Right. Well.
Most of the time.
Right.
Angel, if you're still here, I got a question. Are you guys hiring? I want to leave my job.
What would you do? Phone support?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do tech support. I'll just tell him, did you try turning it off and turning it on again?
Right.
Well, I'm out of ideas. You know, that's when you have a backup, you know. Okay, well, I'll send you over to Angel. He'll fix it for you.
Right.
But yeah, but you got to think here. So what they're saying here is he was good for Xbox because, I mean, Xbox was kind of going down at that time. When he took over, it was moving from the Xbox 360 to the Xbox One. And at that
Hopefully
point,
he didn't have any part in naming these fucking things.
no, he came in after there was another CEO right at that time, because when he came in, I want to say that's when they had decided not to put the camera in it.
Okay.
Because remember when they were going to the Xbox One from the 360, it was supposed to have a Kinect automatically embedded in the system. And then it was supposed to be that the Xbox had to be online 24 hours a day for it to connect, and you wouldn't be able to play any of your games without the Kinect or without it being connected to the internet.
That sounds like a bad idea.
And that, like not even your single player games. And I remember the CEO at the time made this joke saying, like, luckily we have a system for people that can't get 24-hour internet connection. It's called the Xbox 360. And it was like, dude, way to alienate the people, you know, right as you're trying to launch a new system. And I think it was either Phil or maybe people right before him that decided to make it that the system didn't have to be online 24 hours a day. And it's like, yeah, because I lose power here, not frequently, but, you know, enough that would have knocked me completely out.
Right.
And I know you don't play Xbox, so because
Nope.
Nintendo and it's in the mail.
No, I've always liked PlayStation better on their controller than Xbox.
But like I say, I give it up to Phil. He's a stand-up guy. There was never a dull moment. Anytime he took the stage, you knew something good was coming on. He made you, even if Xbox was going through a shit show, he made you excited to play it again. I'm hoping the new CEO is the same way. I'm hoping the new leadership team is the same way. And I'm hoping that they turn the ship around because, I mean, Xbox
I hope they don't try and go for like a cash cow, like everything you got to pay nickel and dime you for this and that and this feature, and
yeah,
that's what I'm hoping.
I'm
Not
hoping
that I'll probably get it, but
I'm hoping they don't either. But I think that's what Game Pass was supposed to be, was like a great way to, make money for
Right.
Xbox and give you access to these games. But then they promised no price increase, and then they put billions of dollars into these companies, shut all these studios down, and then started going like, oh, now we're going to raise the price. It's like, well, yeah, because you wrote a check you couldn't cash.
right.
Did you really need Activision? They kind of did. but
Yes and no.
So, yeah, and speaking of, charging for every damn thing that you possibly can, let me get that one pulled up here. Is that what you were trying to transition to?
Yeah, sure.
Let me pull that one. There we go. So for the Nintendo Switch 2 players, you'll have to pay
It's in the
for, huh?
It's in the mail.
Yeah. You might want to put a tracking number on that.
Okay.
You'll have to pay for Switch 2's game chat soon, and it's just not worth it.
I mean, I want to know how many people are actually using the damn thing. I would love to see some numbers. I bet you there's not as many people as they're trying to say using it.
Yeah, and you can see here.
I know they're trying to they're finally trying to do the multiplayer thing, and now everybody's multiplayered out. They're like, where were you? I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, or before,
when multiplayer was actually a big thing,
right?
When anybody actually wanted it. Did anybody actually ever want it?
I mean, we did. I mean, even back in going from Super Nintendo to the newer consoles, GameCube and that kind of stuff, they put in the thing so you could have more players on screen and playing. N64 did the same thing. So they knew what they were doing then, but then now they went back to single player, and then they're like, oh yeah, people want to play together. Oh yeah, we did. Like I said, a couple of years ago we wanted to do that. Now,
So here's the thing. So Nintendo Switch 2 is doing very well financially.
yes.
Even fans settle into the knowledge that it's essentially a more powerful premium Switch system. The Switch 2 lacked the new bells and whistles that typically come with the notoriously experimental company. One major exception was the addition of a new C button for chat, a shortcut key for the new game chat functionality. Now, almost a year into its lifespan, the free trial period that feature is closing on March 31st, 2026. After which you'll have to pay for it going forward. And we can confidently say, having played Switch 2 for almost a year now, don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't know, how much are they trying to charge? Is this going to be like a monthly charge, or is this a one flat rate?
I'm gonna guess it. Well, so they could do it two different ways. They could just roll it into which I thought they already had. You know, when you buy the Nintendo Online thing, that's what, $10,
Mm-hmm.
and then if you want the expansion thing, it's another. I think it bumps it up to 50. It's somewhere in there. I haven't looked at it in quite a while, but I would think you would just roll it into that, kind of like how PlayStation does theirs. You can chat, you know, as long as you have that, and you know, form groups and whatnot. Whether or not they would charge separately and you just get that seems like a horrible idea.
Right. If they roll it into, like, you know, you get this and 6 other things, it might be
Right. If you just tacked it onto that thing that most people are doing anyways because they want to play those old games, right?
right.
So
So it does say here, some players have speculated. So again, this is all speculation. That Nintendo will be raising the price of NSO. That's the Nintendo Store Online.
Right.
To accommodate the new feature. And simply because all kinds of subscriptions have raised the price over the last couple of years, but Nintendo hasn't announced a price hike yet. If you're already subscribed, the change will be virtually invisible to you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that kind of makes sense. But then again, what if you're not subscribed to it and you want to be? Then where do you go from there? Do you have to get NSO, or do you have to?
Probably.
Can you just do it off on your own? But we'll have to see. This, I'm not thrilled about this. Let's just say that. I don't know if
I mean, I'm not thrilled, but it's not like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go buy that just so I can chat with my friends. Like, usually the games I'm playing on there are all single player anyways. Donkey Kong, Metroid, the new Mario whenever they announce it.
Yeah, any new Mario.
The new Yoshi that's coming out that they announced on Mario Day.
Oh yeah. I am hoping to go to AMC that day on the 1st and get that Yoshi popcorn bucket.
Oh, that's not what I was talking about. I'm talking about the new Yoshi game that's coming out in May.
Oh, the game. Okay.
But yes, that popcorn bucket does look cool.
My wife has actually agreed. We don't usually go to the movies on Wednesdays, but that's the day that it's opening up. So she has actually told me if we pick up the tickets and we go to like the 7 or 7:30 show, I can go there and I can get my popcorn bucket. And I'm like, sweet, I've got permission from the wifey. And I was like, and as soon as I saw the popcorn bucket and showed it to her, she's like, oh yeah, we can do that. And I'm like,
oh yeah,
you want the popcorn bucket.
Right, because it's cute.
Mm-hmm. And I was kind of joking with her too, like, can we get the commemorative cup? And she's like, we'll see. And I'm like, damn it, you know, but I can't get everything, I guess.
Don't we have another article on Yoshi?
Yes.
Bring that up now. I know we kind of deviated. We went to Xbox, to Nintendo, to eventually back to Xbox. But
oh yeah, but
I'm trying to make them flow. Damn it.
Because you know I'm the one that flow. You don't run 100 miles, but you still got one to go.
Sure.
Okay, if you don't know the NWA, get out. Actually, no, that wasn't NWA. That was Ice Cube with No Vaseline, where he was dissing the NWA. Am I the only one that knows my rap music here?
Yes. For the white boy.
I grew up with rap music, and it helped me out a lot.
I mean, I started like when you get into music as a kid. I started with rap music, but rap music then was different. You had Run DMC, you had Heavy D and the Boys,
KRS-One.
Yeah, it wasn't the gangster rap. They were all just Tone Loc, Young MC.
I saw those two live.
That would be cool.
They were then they did like a 90s mixtape tour, and Tone Loc and Young MC were there.
That would be cool to see.
And so was
Vanilla Ice, MC Hammer. Like they weren't gangster. I know they tried to, especially MC Hammer at one point tried to go gangster.
He was actually signed to Death Row Records, but they never released an album under it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like those are the rap that I grew up with, and then eventually went to rock and metal.
I like when Run DMC and Aerosmith mixed that rap and rock together. That you had. I mean, now it's got its own genre, but at that time you had never heard that before,
right?
Or at least on a main stage, mainstream. Man, I was rocking the shit out of "Walk This Way, Dog This Way." And she told me to. I still will blast that like to this fucking day.
Right. I mean, it's a classic. That they bridge those two together, and it works so well.
And don't forget A Tribe Called Quest. They were awesome. What, you didn't like them?
Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu-Tang Clan is for the children. That's according to
I did like Method, or not Method Man. Shit.
ODB?
No, yeah. I do like Method Man, though, but Busta Rhymes.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of came out about when Wu-Tang came out, in my mind, at least.
So then you said that you weren't really a fan of the whole gangsta stuff. Were you a fan of NWA? Tupac, no. Biggie?
Nope.
Wow.
I mean, I listened to a little bit of them, but it was never like, oh yeah, this is my shit right here.
Mm. What about original LL Cool J?
I think a little bit, but not a whole bunch.
So like not religiously. So like if it was in a mixtape kind of thing, you listen to it, you'd blast it, but then you'd move on to the next song. You didn't have to repeat it.
Well, I mean, I guess the only one I did listen to was "Mama Said Knock You Out."
Oh, who did? I mean, when we were in school and bullies were picking, I was like, "Mama said knock you out," and then we'd go and like do the fake punch. I'm gonna knock you out. And then you'd accidentally hit him in the nose, and then you'd have to apologize.
Oh, this sounds very specific now.
I did. Actually, there was a kid that was picking on me, and I was like, yeah, Mama said knock you out. And I was like, that, and it's like, got him. And I was like, because I knew he was not messing with me to be mean, and I did that, and I just kind of clipped like the top of his nose. I didn't break anything, but it took him by surprise, and I was like, "Oh shit, dude, I'm so sorry." And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna tell on you." I was like, "Please don't." It's like it was a complete accident. And then of course he's like, "Dude, it's like I've got him like right there, like basically the sleeve hit it,
Right. All right, let's get this train back on the goddamn rails.
Wait, there's rails?
Apparently, and we seem to fly off them all the time. And that's been our trip down memory lane, talking about old school rap. Mm-hmm. But we were talking about Nintendo and what they're doing with the new movie.
Mm-hmm. Donald Glover, right here. A lot of people were wondering, who is the famous voice behind Yoshi? And it is none other than Danny Glover's son, Donald Glover, who is also known to MCU fans as Uncle Aaron, who will eventually, I'm hoping, become the Prowler in the MCU. He's already kind of become the Prowler. He had a cameo as the Prowler in Into the Spider-Verse, or Across the Spider-Verse. So it's there. They're teasing it.
We'll see.
Now they just need to fucking do it.
Well, I mean, first they need to bring Miles Morales into the main thing. So maybe when we get this reboot after Doomsday or
maybe
Secret Wars.
They've had Donald Glover. They've had him as Aaron, as Uncle Aaron in the MCU before. He has shown up in like just little scenes here and there. So that's hinting that Miles is in the universe, but they've just never shown him.
But, all right, this article. So, Yoshi usually doesn't say a lot, though. He's just kind of like, yippee! Like, you know.
So do you think he's going to have actual lines? He hasn't had lines in the trailers so far.
Yeah, I can't tell from the trailer. Obviously, they're not going to put everything in there. So, maybe he'll just say, I mean, I don't think he's going to have like full on conversations. Like he's going to go into, you know, theological something, just, you know, have this whole rant or something. But,
So,
I mean, so far, I'm liking all the characters. They're bringing back Wart, which is cool.
mm-hmm.
They teased other things in the movie, but they didn't really say. They're hiding a lot of characters, I think, still.
Yeah.
So the rumor is right now that, you know, Pikmin might show up.
Wario, I've heard.
Wario, Star Fox might show up because you're in space.
Mm-hmm.
Who else was there? I thought there was one more. I can't think of the other one, but so
I
there's
heard
been a lot of.
too, but
I mean, that would be kind of cool. I think if you do just kind of a small little thing. I mean, the wife's already like kind of like you. She's like, "Oh, we got to go see this." As soon as I showed her the new trailer, she's like, "Yep, we're seeing that." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
mm-hmm.
I
Your
didn't
wife's
even
not
show
much
her the popcorn bucket you can get. So,
And your wife's not much of a gamer, is she?
no.
No, but everybody has a soft spot for Mario. At least all of us in our 30s and 40s.
Right, she's played
And yeah, they got Luis Guzman is coming as Wart. Yep, Isa, I believe I'm saying that right. Isa Rae is voicing Honey Queen, and Donald Glover, Childish Gambino himself, is playing Yoshi. Now, but yeah, Yoshi has only said things like what, like Yoshi.
Yeah, like I said, he doesn't really speak a lot. It's kind of like the Mario thing, you know. You always let's go, and that's all you got out of Mario, right?
Right, but no, I mean Mario. I mean, as Chris Pratt, I know Koimiya is not a big fan, but Chris Pratt as Mario actually, I think, works because it actually sounds good as having a full blown conversation with him. Can you imagine having a full blown conversation with "It's me, Mario"? After about 10 minutes, you'd be like, "Shut the fuck
Shut up!"
And, sorry, I forgot TikTok, but yeah, we'd be shut the what up, you know. And I remember growing up, the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Yep.
They didn't have the original voice then either, so I'm really thinking that actually, well, did they really have the original voice then? Isn't he almost the original voice?
Yeah, that was its own thing.
Yeah.
The wife comes back. Cannot wait to see that movie. And then here is the popcorn bucket we are talking about. Very cute Yoshi popcorn bucket. And what I like about it actually is that all the theaters are getting the same one. That's been some of the problems with some of these popcorn buckets. Like only AMC will get it or Regal, and we only have Cinemark here. So like I'd be like, oh well, I'm not getting that. Okay.
Mm. Well, just let me know, and I'll.
Oh my god! Yeah. Guess we're getting that popcorn bucket too. Would be my guess.
She says soap cut. What is soap cut? No, I know I say it cute, but
cute.
No, we are. Yeah, my wife has actually agreed to that bucket, and I'm like, I think it's because the wives think it's cute. My wife is probably saying yes because then she can put like her beaded jewelry and stuff in there. It's not even going to be mine anymore. I was going to put it like somewhere back.
Better buy two then.
Yeah, probably. That's very easily probably going to become her bucket.
Right.
So,
does it even say how much it is?
They haven't announced the price yet.
Of course they haven't. $1 million.
Well, I know they were saying like what, not Etsy, that what is that? On eBay. They are like secondhand sellers are already selling it for like over $100, but I'm
Yes.
thinking
That's what when I was going to look for the picture, the eBay kept popping up. Yeah, I'm seeing it for 100, 130. Like, yeah, but you know, people are always gonna gouge them.
oh yeah. And speaking of nostalgic movies that are coming out, we also have a new Mortal Kombat 2 coming out later this year, and a Street Fighter movie coming out this year.
Right.
So
those both come out in May, right? Those are May releases.
let me check. I think Mortal Kombat is April, but let me check.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 2 movie.
I would have thought it would have been in the blockbuster May.
Let's say release date. Okay, so yeah, this says Mortal Kombat 2 movie is scheduled currently for a theatrical release in the United States on May 8th of 2026.
Yep.
And then let's see, there was Street Fighter had their own movie coming out too. Street Fighter. No, Street Fighter is not coming out until October.
Oh, okay.
So
maybe it didn't go against the other one?
Maybe. Because, would you really want to put those two movies against each other? Because then both might fail.
If they're actually going against each other, that would be fun. But yeah, no, I wouldn't. If I was the studio, I'd be like, yeah, let's not put that up against that. Because they're both big franchises that deserve their own space. And I was actually surprised that we were actually getting a new Street Fighter movie.
Especially with how bad the last one did.
I mean, how bad the last one is, and then it's not in the limelight anymore, really. They don't really make any new games that I can think of. But I'll probably go see it. It can't be worse than the other one.
Yeah, and of course
it looks like it has a full, a really decent cast that they actually, paid attention to detail.
Well, that was the thing, is back when that first movie was made, it just seemed like they just threw a bunch of people into a movie and said, here, do fighting,
Right.
And then that's all they did, and there was no story to it. Now you've actually got people working in Hollywood that grew up with these games that give a damn. It's I think they just got lucky with the very first Mortal Kombat movie, the very first one that came out in the 90s.
I mean, even that was cheesy as fuck.
Yeah, but that went PG-13, but that's back when they really didn't know how to make a video game movie.
Right.
It was basically adults going like, hey, the kids are into this. What do? Well, they fight, and they have things come out of their hands, and they go, finish him, So the only good thing that came out of that movie, though, or the best thing, was the theme song. I mean, because now that song, Mortal Kombat is synonymous with the game.
Right.
And to think they actually didn't want that. They wanted to go with a rock sound. It's no, that needed techno. But yeah, going back to that thing, to Yoshi being here again. Now that we know who's voicing Yoshi, they put on here, I assume we're about to get an absolute tidal wave of memes and edits of Yoshi with Glover's out-of-pocket rap lyrics, probably. Be ready for the internet to be filled. To be a field day with this one. I'll give you a head start. Someone make an animation of Yoshi rapping Bonfire. Okay. I'm excited for that. Now, what we were talking about here with Xbox here, let me pull that back up. Kind of going back to Xbox here. Xbox's Gen X console. Next gen console. I don't know why I said Gen X. Their Gen X console. That wasn't that called the Xbox. console sounds powerful, but dev kits aren't going out until 2027. And you know what that tells me? We're not going to see the system until probably 28, late 28 or 29. And my guess is it'll be either late 28 or late 29. We're going probably right for Christmas.
Didn't they put out some of the specs at one of the shows?
Yes. They said they don't have just a blank check to make this whole
Yeah,
thing.
this was at the GDC 2026 talk.
Yep. Also reveals more features coming to PC and plans to bring back old games. She's trying to bring Xbox back to what it was, about having their own console exclusives and having people get excited for Xboxes, where Phil was more, let's see how we can bring everybody together.
Oh man, they're saying it could cost $1,000.
I would be very surprised if that's accurate. I'll bet they're saying that right now, but
Well, I mean, I guess if they're going off prices of RAM right now, which are still stupid dumb, yeah, I could see that. Like, I would hope though, by the time it actually releases, you would have that down enough. Because I don't think anybody, like, if you price it too high, people are not going to get it. Just look at the Jaguar or Neo, was it not Neo Geo?
Well, look at the PS3 when that first came out.
Yeah.
That
But
was $600.
PS3 also had a
before.
Blu-ray in it that was decent.
True. It was a Blu-ray player, a video game player, and it was backwards compatibility with with PS2 and PS1 at that time.
Right.
I had what they called the Fat Boy. Yes, I was the Fat Boy with the Fat Boy.
The original one.
Yeah. So I was able to get one of those, and it had the Blu-ray player. And then I think Sony just got lucky by because remember they had HD and they had Blu-ray at the same time, and I think Xbox put their money on HD, and that didn't go as far as Blu-ray did.
Didn't work.
Yeah.
So, whoops.
Yeah. So I mean, it still played regular DVDs, but at the same time, it was like, yeah, I'll just go with the Xbox or with the PlayStation at that point. But at the same time, the Xbox was much cheaper, and that's why the 360 was #1 in sales for like 6 years. And then PS3 started beating it right before it came out with Xbox One and PS4. And then I think Sony's been on top ever since. Giggity. Right. Yeah, so yeah, $1,000 or more. This, okay, so like I said, we're probably not going to see this until late 28 or late 29. Don't get freaked out about this right now, because this could just be hearsay.
Well, like I said, it could just be what prices of parts are right now. Hopefully by then, like, the RAM has come down, you know, they find cheaper solutions to help whatever hardware they're trying to put in there. But yeah, I would hope that they would not try and outprice this thing. Because, you know, say this comes out for $1,000 and, you know, the next PlayStation is, you know, like $600-700 about where they're supposed to be. You know, you're not going to get a lot of people buying this.
I'm going to say this, and I'm not trying to make it political, but I know it's going to be that way.
Oh boy.
But the fact that they're not giving the devs the kits until 2027, which means that it can't come out until 28 or 9, and there's a certain tariff-loving Cheeto person who won't be in charge by the time this comes out.
Well,
so
yeah, unless he cheats his way in there somehow.
Yeah. So, but I'm thinking they're trying to get around his tariff shit, and that it'll settle down by the time they can put it out, and that's why they're not wanting to put these systems out until 8 or 9.
That and like both of the systems are doing fine right now. Like, there's no reason to upgrade them.
Right. And I mean, didn't we almost kind of miss a year, because they released in 2020, holiday of 2020. They couldn't even put them in the stores because stores couldn't sell them because of COVID.
That and they just didn't have enough of them. They were so goddamn scarce.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's almost like, yeah, the system at this point's been out for 6 years, but it almost feels like it's only been 5.
Right.
Because it feels like with all this shit going on with the tariffs, with all the shit that was going on with COVID, it feels like we lost those 2 years. At least, maybe not lost completely, but we did lose what could have been, so to speak.
Right.
So we'll have to see what happens with that. Now, a lot of people are a little concerned about what's going on with Xbox here. She is saying that we will continue to invest and will always do so. The CEO, Satya, I hope I'm saying that right. I'd actually like to have her on the show. Satya, you think I can do it?
Yeah, go for it.
If you think I can get her on there.
Jeez.
She moves to reassure Xbox staff of commitment to gaming following Phil Spencer's exit. So, she's saying don't worry. And usually when people in the head say don't worry, that's a good time to worry. But we'll see again what happens with this. Yeah, she has countered their concern by saying that that's saying Microsoft is long on gaming. As I just lost complete sound. Was that you?
Probably.
Did you mute for a second?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, because I couldn't hear you anymore. So I was like,
I wasn't saying anything. I didn't know that it would affect you.
Yeah, I can hear a little bit in your background. I can hear your wife talking.
Oh.
Just very slightly, but not like full blown conversation.
Oh, okay. No, keep going.
Yeah, and all of a sudden it's like I couldn't hear anything. I was like, oh, tell me I didn't drop sound. Yeah, Phil, he always talked to me about how gaming is the largest entertainment category. What is gaming in its most expansive form going forward? Nadia said, this doesn't mean that we will walk away from people from what people are doing today. When we think about AAA game on a console, the question is about whether where else can we go to extend that. For me, we're long on gaming. I don't know what that means. It just sounds weird. We're long on gaming. We'll continue to invest and we'll always do so. It's up to this team to show an excellence in execution and creativity. Software always carries risk, but this software with lots of creation risks, it's way different, but yet we have to be the best in class at it. And I love my Xbox, so I truly believe that they can do it. Ooh, are we getting like a Street Fighter going on now? Hi, Street Fighter. I can see a hand waving.
Uh-huh. Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
See, I had a hand waving over here, and I was just sitting there.
Uh-huh.
What?
All right, keep going. Sorry.
Nope. Oh, no, that's it. That was all I had to say on that one. That's all I had to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk about this real quick, since we did bring up the Cheeto Man.
Oh, goody.
Nintendo and Lenovo, and it turns out hundreds of other companies are seeking refunds for the tariffs after Trump's use of Economic Powers Act was found unlawful. Who are they going to get a refund from?
Yes.
I mean, what are we going to do? Just write them a check and say sorry?
Right.
I don't know. How do you get a refund from the government?
You don't? They're the ones usually taking the money?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, recently the Supreme Court found that Trump's use of International Emergency Economic Powers Act, or IEPA, how they call it, to justify tariffs was unjust, and in turn, companies affected are seeking compensation for it. Among them are Nintendo, Lenovo, Dyson, Epson, and more. As reported by the Register, Nintendo's complaint PDF warning, I don't know this, argues for defendants, U.S. government, to promptly refund with interest any IEPA duties paid by plaintiff Nintendo, regardless of liquidation status, or alternatively, enter a money judgment in the same amount. We need to get a legal expert on here because I don't know much of what this is. In Nintendo complaint,
Bitch better have my money. That's what they said.
It's almost like, Nintendo's going like, I got $200. And, Trump is more like Debo going like, no, I got $200. In Nintendo's complaint, it points out to the collection of more than 200 billion in tariffs from the U.S. government. It also notes that the Supreme Court case that ruled against Trump's use of the IEEPA doesn't mention refunds to those hit with tariffs. This is going to get ugly, and I think it's going to be funny. And we need a legal expert to talk to us about this. Yeah. So if you or anybody is a legal expert, have them contact us here and say, "Bitch, better have my money." That's how we're going to know that's what you want to talk about.
I think they're kind of leading the way. If theirs goes through and they get some kind of money, you can bet that all the other companies are going to jump on the bandwagon and say, hey, give us back a refund or whatever. I know Mr. Cheeto Man doesn't believe that he's in the wrong ever. But for this one specifically, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out if they actually get any money out of him. I say take it out of his real money, like go after him personally.
Go after his home businesses.
Yeah.
Because, I know like no president is supposed to actually be part of a business. And I'm like, he transferred it to his family, so he still has access to it.
Right.
So go after those family businesses.
Mm-hmm.
There was one of his hotels that said like their restaurant just failed a food inspection.
Oh.
And I'm like, yeah, that might not be his fault, but they're going after that business. So Nintendo, go after that one too.
Right. Yeah. It would be interesting to see how that plays out.
Mm-hmm. And we will be here with all of the details for it.
Yeah.
Moving along and keeping this in the gaming world here, Overwatch director Jeff Kaplan breaks his silence on leaving Blizzard, saying there was too much focus on let's make lots of money really fast. He says the pressure kept ratcheting up to deliver more and more profits.
Especially with Blizzard, like all of a sudden they started doing things that they don't normally do.
Well, it's Activision, because isn't it Activision Blizzard?
It is, but like as soon as Microsoft came in there, started changing up some of the formulas there.
Mm-hmm. This is what I really don't like about the gaming industry sometimes is, again, like I said at the beginning of the show, I know that this is a business and businesses aim to make money, but at the same time, you shouldn't make money at the cost of developing a great story, developing a great game. Right. Don't just put out what's going to make money. Put out something that's going to further the industry, that's going to make us sit here and think about what, the story that you just told us. Something that's going to change the world, not just make that guy rich.
Right.
That's where, that's where I really get nostalgic for like some of those older games, like, the original Nintendo, because it seemed like when we were growing up, a lot of the games, many of them were cash grabs, but a lot of the games that were coming out were trying to push something, not necessarily an agenda, but they were trying to teach the world something. They were trying to give us a new way of entertainment. The PS2, tell me a better system than the PS2. I mean, yeah, the ones have gotten fancier, but the PS2 was the one that so many people had so many sleepless nights on because of what so many games they were coming out were just innovative, you know. I don't know, and it now seems like Nintendo and Microsoft, they sit back and want to just make money, and Nintendo is the only one saying, "Hey, let's change things."
To a point, if they're not suing everybody.
Yeah. Hey, let's make things that change the world. Hey, that guy on YouTube, let's sue that guy.
Yeah. He's using my shit. Fuck off. Oh, okay. I make 2 pennies off of it, and you can have them.
Yeah, or they, I know they never went after Temtem, but they went after Pal World. And it was like, Temtem was actually more of a ripoff of Pokemon than Pal World was, but okay.
Right.
Yeah, let's do it that way. Yeah, so basically I read through this interview. Basically he says, my parents always said that the road to hell is paved with good intentions. That was the Overwatch League, and it ended up being an Albatross. So I was never a fan of Overwatch. I know some people that were.
I'm not a fan of those type games. Counter-Strike or any of those type games.
And yep, separating from Blizzard was one of the most powerful things, he said, and I was very sad when I resigned. And I didn't realize how broken I was until recently, like the morning grieving I had, the grieving I had gone through.
Right.
So, I mean, I hope that he actually moves on to bigger and better things. Maybe start your own studio. You know?
Usually that's what they do. They either start their own studio or they'll just go join another, big studio.
Another one that's maybe better aligned with their beliefs.
Their views, yeah.
Yeah. So, and speaking of greedy bastards, like we were kind of talking about, did you hear what the fuck Sony is doing? Apparently not.
No.
So Sony is reportedly testing dynamic pricing on the PlayStation Store, limited to discounts and offers, not increases. So basically what this means is, so if you, neo-deth, if you're in the United States and I'm in Canada and we go to buy the exact same game at the exact same time, or not even Canada, let's say like you're in, let's say you're in Maine, and like in Maine in the United States, and let's say I'm in Nevada, we can go to buy the exact same game at the exact same time, the exact same second, and we can pay 2 different prices.
That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not with the, the money change rate, right? That's just them screwing around with it.
That pretty much. Yeah, Sony is reportedly testing dynamic pricing on the PlayStation Store, as first reported by Peace Prices, I believe is how you say that. Sony is allegedly running an A/B testing system that shows different prices to different users as part of an experiment. The report suggests that it suggests the test has been running since November of 2025 and concurrently impacts over 150 games in 68 territories. You may remember the backlash to dynamic pricing when concert ticket vendor Ticketmaster was accused of hiking the price of high demand tickets for the Oasis reunion tour, prompting intervention from the UK government and new rules to prevent the resale of tickets for live events above the original cost.
I remember they got in big trouble for that.
Yeah, they
had to refund a bunch of money and shit.
Yeah, that was, I don't think they almost went under, but that did hit them hard. Yeah, of course, the issue there was scaling prices up when demand surged, whereas Sony's test appears to be examining the impact of discounts and customers prior. I'm sorry, discounts and a customer's prior purchase history. I don't think that's any more fair than what Ticketmaster was doing.
No. I'm sure they'll get a slap on the wrist and be told to stop that shit.
Yeah, and I mean this goes on for a while, but basically that's just what it boils down to. Like you and I, because you know we'd have a similar purchasing history, but you like more, you can buy more games than I do because you've got a better job, honestly. So they would give you a better discount than me. And honestly,
Or vice versa, it'll make me pay more because they know that I would pay more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's
either way, it's not good.
Yeah, and apparently they've been doing this for about 4 months now. We are just getting wind of it.
Yikes.
It makes me wonder what else is happening, you know?
I mean, again, like all the companies are trying to scramble and find other ways of revenue and ways to stick it to us. Mm-hmm. Basically.
It's just a way of saying, hey, you're our customer. We love you. Fuck off. Right. So, and there was one more story that I had here. Did you have any? Or I'm sorry, I got 2 more here. Did you have any other ones you wanted to go through?
No. 2 more is good.
No, 2 more. Yeah, I know. Like I said, we're both tired, but
yeah,
Friday might be the better chance, better rate though, because then we get our free weekends.
Right. Yeah, but I'm looking at the people. It doesn't look like we have anybody.
No, we did to begin with. We love our people. All 4 of you. Mm-hmm. NetEase is reportedly pulling funding for Yakuza Creator Studio. The decision could be Nagoshi Studio is about to debut the game, Gang of Dragon, is at risk of shutting down. I don't know much about this, but said the report explained NetEase decided to cut funding to Nagashi Studio, which was founded in 2021 by Yakuza franchise creator Toshihiro Nagoshi. I believe I said that right. After finding out the studio needed $44.4 million to complete the project, Bloomberg reported that Nagashi Studio is trying to find new new sponsors, but hasn't had any success so far. The report also added that the studio can continue the project on its own, but would be responsible for paying NetEase for any associated costs to hold onto the brand or assets.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure NetEase is like the only like big company over there. Because I'm pretty sure that's the company that also runs Blizzard's World of Warcraft on their end. And I know they had a big dispute between the two, and for a couple of years you couldn't even play World of Warcraft because of their dispute with that company. So I don't know what's going on with that. Like, everybody that saw that preview, though, they were like, especially Koimiya X, he loved that preview. It was like so hyped. And now you're saying that they're not going to be able to do it? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I mean, that you can say that's the world of gaming, but at the same time, I've brought this up before. Do these games really need to be this much?
I mean, I don't know what all they have to pay that for. So
I'm hoping they do. I really wish he was here to talk about this, and I actually sent it to him just now, actually. So hopefully he can come in here and talk about that, and hopefully he'll see the message before we get off here.
Yeah, probably not.
I know he's got a migraine, but I want to talk about it.
Right.
Man, it's all about me. No, I'm just playing. But here's one thing that the last story here that I had for us here. all I gotta say is, once you put it up,
Yep.
why? Why? So Stewie is already a main character. It's not like like Koimiya said in our group. It worked well for the Cleveland, but it worked well for the Cleveland show because Cleveland was always a side character. You could remove him and whatever, you can build that whole world around him. Stewie is already a main character.
Right. Like, I'm guessing, like I think you said it, that they're gonna age him up, turn him into either a teen or an adult. Kind of like what they did with Beavis and Butthead, and run it from there and see if people like it.
Well, with Beavis and Butthead, they always did little clips, not clips like the music videos, but they always did it where they're still like teens in today's world, but then they also have it where they're adults in today's world. It's just kind of like whatever universe they decide to go for that episode.
Right.
I'm thinking this is going to be more. I hate to say it with the Family Guy. It's going to be more grounded though, where it's not like an anthology, whereas Beavis and Butthead is kind of an anthology, sort of. Just with the same two characters being dumb, I'm really thinking, this is going to be them aging him up. He's going to be a teen, but then at the same time, it's like, but they've already done that. They already did that with, what was that? Stewie Griffin, The Untold Story.
Oh,
that movie that they put out like so many years ago.
Sure.
But yeah, it says here, spin-off series titled Stewie has been ordered at Fox with a 2-season pickup order. So we're going to get 2 seasons of this. The new animated series is aiming to premiere Fox during 2027-2028 season, with the next day on streaming on Hulu and the international streaming on Disney+. An official synopsis for Stewie reads, after getting the boot from his old preschool, Stewie is forced to enroll in a new one that's not exactly top of the line. It's attended by it's attended by a handful of kids he doesn't know, and a 75-year-old class turtle with a half-crocked theory on just about every subject. So the turtle's apparently going to talk. Stewie's miserable. The other kids
doesn't sound like they're doing any of what we just said.
Yeah, Stewie's miserable. The other kids are miserable, and even the turtle is miserable until Stewie begins rolling out his trusty array of devices to take them anywhere in space and time, turning
turning into the magic school bus.
Yeah, turning every boring day at school into an insane, surreal adventure.
Okay. Who asked for this?
That's what I want to know. I mean, and what I want to know is this also going to be kind of like, did you ever watch on Netflix, did you ever watch Big Mouth?
Yeah, I love Big Mouth.
Okay, remember when they did the spinoff with Human Resources?
Yeah, I mean, Human Resources was pretty good. It wasn't as great.
Right. But a lot of times, if you watched Human Resources, that you had to watch Human Resources to know what was happening in Big Mouth.
Yeah, they interlocked. You had, especially when they came back with the next Big Mouth season, you had to have watched the other one because they made jokes about it and whatnot, references.
Well, I love that they actually referenced that you had to watch it. They were like, boy, anybody who didn't watch last season of Human Resources has no fucking clue of what's happening. So I wonder if it's going to be like that, where you have to watch one to understand the other, and is this going to be in 2 different universes? Is Stewie still going to be on Family Guy?
Yeah, I don't know.
Again, I just see it working better if they age him up. But yeah, it does say here, Seth MacFarlane will voice Stewie in the upcoming spinoff. The series was created by MacFarlane and Kirkner Butler, I believe is how you say that, who will executive produce alongside Cara Vallo. Butler will serve as a showrunner, and then it just goes on here. it just goes on here about, basically about Seth MacFarlane and everything, and Family Guy is celebrating. But I will give it a shot. I still want to know who the fuck asked for this.
Right.
Because I didn't, and it doesn't sound like you did either.
Yeah, I don't think anybody did.
Don't get me wrong. I love Stewie. It's cool that he's getting his own show. I just don't know. I'm very optimistic. I'm very cautious. And I'm very confused. So basically, it's my typical Friday night.
Right.
So, all right. Yeah, we actually brought this in under the 2-hour mark. All right. Was there anything
Yay.
else that you had that you wanted to bring up, or
Not really, no.
no? And yeah, all jokes aside, we do hope that Koimiya, you are feeling better. So hopefully you can join us next week. And I'm gonna try and get us some guests from some more shows as well.
Nice.
So, all right. If you don't have anything else, well, thank you all for coming and hanging out. Thank you for communicating with us. Let us know if there's something you'd like to discuss in the comments. Let us know if there's a guest that you'd like us to talk to, and we'll definitely reach out to them. No promises on them coming up, but we can always ask. And and remember, haters gonna hate, and gamers got a game. All right, peace out. Thanks for watching. We love your face.
Laters!
Good night, everybody.